Landgraab family is kind of iconic, but they're also a little bit of a mess, and their house is even more of a mess. In the base game, this is meant to be the biggest, nicest, fanciest house in the entire game. And I hate to say it, but this is really not my favorite Sims house. I really don't think it's that cute, to be honest. It's kind of cool. They did some interesting things with it, but there's something about this place that just does not sit right with me. There's something kind of weird about the Landgraab house, and it sucks because the Landgraabs are like old money, and they are an old Sims family. They've been in like every single Sims game. For example, in The Sims 3, they own like pretty much everything. Landgraab Industries, Landgraab this, Landgraab that. And then in The Sims 4, they've got whatever this is as their house. It's not actually that bad, and it does kind of grow on me at times, but it's also kind of ugly, you gotta admit. So today I have a kind of chaotic idea for a build challenge. I'm going to try to recreate this Landgraab house from memory. I'd like to think that after 8 years of playing The Sims 4, I've spent a fair amount of time in this house. I've played in it, I visit it a lot. I mean, I've broken up the Landgraab's marriage many times. So I feel like I'm pretty familiar with this house. So I want to bulldoze it and try to recreate it just from what I remember it looking like. No reference pictures, just my brain. I did this once before with the Goth family's house, and I think it was pretty funny. And I also made a video where I tried to shrink the Landgraab house into a tiny home and like rebuild it, but small. This time, I'm gonna try to rebuild it true to scale. Before I start though, I kind of want to just get a good look at everything, kind of to remind myself like what the pathways look like, what the roof line looks like, because the shape is probably gonna be the hardest part. We'll get the vibes accurate, but I don't think that the actual shape will be accurate at all. There's also so many windows. Okay, let's get our last looks in. It's really weird. It's not that many bedrooms. It's actually only 2. They have this like entire wing as their bedroom. There's a whole wing over here as Malcolm's bedroom. And then the 3rd floor has like this kind of weird, I don't know, living room space. There's a couple computers. I know about these computers because I steal them a lot when I have Sims with the klepto trait. All right, I've seen what I need to see. I don't think this is gonna go that well, but I'm just gonna bulldoze it and we'll see what happens. Okay, get rid of the flooring too. Oh no. Let's just start. So the building is kind of like long and skinny, but I don't really remember specifically what it looks like. Oh my God. I thought it was gonna be easy. I don't remember what to do anymore. Oh no. I really came into this thinking it was gonna be fine. Oh my God, we almost need to build it like room by room. So we know that over here, there's that big living room and it's kind of long and skinny. And then there's like kind of a big entryway space because there's like a patio in the front, like a covered patio. And it has that weird, like almost floral situation going on because it's got these roof pieces kind of like this. Are they closer together than that? I feel like they're kind of skinnier or something. I don't think that's right. I can't remember what it looks like exactly. I have no idea. Oh my God. Oh, I bet you've got a picture of the house pulled up right now and you're just laughing at me. This is pitiful. Is there a 2nd floor here? I think there is. So it looks like that. And then there's like some sort of balcony or something. At least I'm pretty sure they have like, I don't know. Does it go like that? That's not right. I don't know why it's not right. It's just not right. Okay, but inside, I think this is a little bit bigger. And there's like a bathroom here. The bathroom also has like a weird wall situation. There's something like that happening in it. I know because the toilet's back behind it. And then they have a staircase kind of right in the middle. And then there's like a dining room kind of like this. And then I think the kitchen goes like that. And there's like a little patio or something right there. I swear there's like a wall. I don't remember, but I think that's kind of how the 1st floor is shaped. I don't think that's right for the upstairs. I know that there's like a bathroom right here. And then this bedroom does kind of have like that weird hallway vibe happening. So maybe that is right because they have like the hallway and then it goes into the big bedroom. They have a balcony off this bedroom too, but I don't think that it's that wide. I don't think this is right. Oh my God. I don't think this is right either. Like, I don't remember there being a lot of space here. I also don't remember where the staircase goes. I'm actually kind of embarrassed. I really thought that I was gonna be like so good at this. I had in my head like, oh, I know the Landgraab house. I can do this. It'll be easy. No, this isn't right. I don't really remember what the front is supposed to look like, but I do know that over here on this side, there's like the column thing that goes all the way up. The whole place is, wait, is it green? Wait, no, it's brown. It's the brown one. It's this color. No, the whole place isn't that color, is it? Oh my God. No, I'm actually embarrassed. I'm I want to like look it up, but I can't. And then they have like the stone thing. No, this isn't right. Maybe it is the green. Maybe it is the green. It looks like so much green. I don't remember if it's this stone or if it's like one of the other ones. I think I like this one better, so maybe I'll just use that one and hope for the best. At least it's all base game, because that gives us like a little bit less room for mistakes. Is it supposed to be that wide? There's something about this entrance that's like really throwing me. Maybe that's how it's supposed to be. Oh my god, and these are 2-story, aren't they? Oh, that makes so much more sense. Okay, that actually totally explains the entrance. That looks way better. I think they have a column too. I think there's like a column going up the side. And then I swear it's just like all windows. Windows everywhere. I don't remember. I think this part is a bathroom though, right? So maybe they have smaller windows there because that's supposed to be a bathroom. I think as long as we have the vibes right, and the vibes are just like ugly. I think as long as we have the ugly vibes right, it'll be fine. I don't know what color the windows are meant to be. I feel like in this case, the vibes are literally just ugly and windows everywhere. Also, once we get this roof trim, like that's kind of helping. The top floor of this, there's something about the shape that isn't quite right, but I don't really know what it is that's wrong. I just know that it's not right. I don't remember. I think that this room, like this area over here is the living room, and I feel like I have this memory of it being kind of dark. I don't think that they have that many windows in this area. We have this part, but I don't think that there's that many here. And do they go all the way up to the edge? I'm kind of embarrassed because I feel like I just looked at this. So like I shouldn't be having problems because I just had it open. I feel like I didn't pay enough attention to like what the windows looked like, and I probably should have. I just had in my head like, oh, there's loads of windows. I know they had this fence kind of around. Do they have the same one over here? I don't really know how far back on the lot it goes either. And then for the pathways, they have this one. Is it just straight down the middle, or does it, I guess they do kind of have it like go up like this. It kind of like staggers over to the path over there. They probably have a gate of some sort. And then the landscaping has those like diamond shaped planter boxes, and they've got palm trees in it. I just don't remember how big they were. Like, is it that big or is it only too wide? Oh, I don't know. That actually looks better to me. I don't know how to place them. I don't remember what it's supposed to look like. I don't remember how close they're meant to be to each other or like how staggered they are. This is annoying too because we have to do it like 3 times. They need to be over here and in the back. I don't think that's right. I'm just gonna pretend that it's right. I think it looks good. Okay, they have a mailbox that's probably around there. And you know what? We should keep in mind, they did not build this with move objects. They didn't have move objects. The cheat didn't even exist yet when this first came out. So like if the landscaping doesn't fit, then it's not right. Okay, you can combine the palm trees. I have no idea how many palm trees they had. I think that looks right. Kind of like one in each. I don't think they have landscaping up towards the front of the house. I feel like I have a memory of like one of these bushes and a rock or something, but that's how I landscape desert builds. So am I remembering like a renovation of this lot that I did? Or am I picturing what the actual lot looks like? That's what I don't know. They probably have like some sort of glass fence in front of, oh, that doesn't look right. Do you know what? I think it looks right actually. I'm gonna put a couple other plants around just because I feel like there probably is at least a couple more. I don't know what kinds, but there probably is more. And I think that's the front done. From the back, oh no, I don't remember anything about the back. I was so focused on the front, I don't even think I looked. Okay, I know they have a balcony up here. When I did the Black Widow challenge, I have memories of like my sim being out here after marrying Jeffrey Landgraab, so I know that there's a balcony back here. They also probably repeated this like column thing again, so maybe I'll do that again too. And I think that makes sense because that means that there's not window, oh wait, this is the bathroom. They probably don't have big windows in the bathroom, do they? Is there like a platform? Is this part covered? I don't think so, but I guess it would make sense if there was like something, because they probably did small windows again in the bathroom, and then they probably had like these weird guys everywhere, like a whole bunch of these windows in the back. I have not a clue what goes on these sides, not a clue. I'm just gonna ignore it. Okay, so I know they have like this big patio situation. I remember that it's like really big as well. Maybe they had like the weird pathway thing happening there too. I feel like I have this vision of it seeming like there should be a pool here, but they built this house before pools existed, so there isn't a pool here. Okay, that feels maybe right. And then there could be like, I don't know, smaller windows over here. Oh, that's definitely not right, because you couldn't place windows on half tiles when the game first came out. Well, I don't don't know. Should there be a door right there? That can't be right. I don't think that's right. I don't think that's right either. Whatever. I'm just gonna say it's right. It's gonna have to stay. So in the back, I know for a fact they have a grill, and I think that they have like kind of a little sitting area. I'm pretty sure it's just like a bench and a couple chairs. I don't know what color. Probably just black, because I would probably pick that. No, there's something wrong about this. Something is, I don't know, something's off, but I don't know how to fix it. I'm gonna put a couple plants around so it looks like I landscaped it more. I can't remember what floor they had. I'm pretty sure all the walls were just white. I think like all the walls everywhere were just white. Is it open to the downstairs? I don't know. That's definitely not right, but I don't know what it's supposed to look like, so I'm just gonna do that. Now, one thing is for certain. It is definitely very dark in here. Oh, and they had that lamp that they made like red or something upstairs. The living room has like 2 different seating areas. I don't remember in what color scheme. I just know they had like some chairs, and then there's like a TV section over here, and it had counters, something kind of like that, with like a big fancy TV on the wall above it. Is there a big rug? I have absolutely no memory. I honestly am not sure what color the floor is. I don't know if they have wood floors in here, or if they did like a polished concrete. Is it like a black wood floor? No, I honestly have no idea. I don't know what color the floors are. I'm just gonna put wood. I don't think that's right, but I'm just gonna use it. I have this memory of there being some sort of weird wall light. Maybe even like multiple of them. Am I making this up? I guess we'll see once we finish the build. I don't think this is right. Maybe there's some bookshelves over here. No, do they have a chess table somewhere? They might have a chess table somewhere. Or is there just like a table? Wait, maybe there's couches? Couches like over here by the TV, and maybe this is just a table so they can sit and talk or something. The pancake house has that too, just like a table in the living room. I think that's right. Maybe a plant. Not a clue what kind of dining table they have. I have no idea what the colors are either. I wouldn't even know if they had a rug in here. I don't remember. I'm just gonna put one and say they do. I'm pretty sure they have some of those, like maybe like this painting, some of the like more modern looking base game ones. I'm pretty sure they have those. Or like this. I'll just put both. This can't be right. I don't think there's a blank wall there. Maybe it's supposed to be windows. I don't know. And then the kitchen, this is also not right because there's definitely not a door in here. I'm just gonna use the same counters as over here. All I know is they have like a lot of cabinets, and they have that like 13,000 simoleon stove and fridge. I know this because I had a phase where I was trying to go to people's houses and like break all their things. And the expensive stove is unbreakable, which is really annoying. I don't know what color it comes in, but they probably did something weird, like putting the fridge in the middle, even though it's got gaps. And they probably have like a really fancy sink or something. I just remembered, I think they have that weird wallpaper. No, I have a vision of this somewhere. Is this the backsplash in the kitchen? I'm telling you they used this. Oh, I don't think this is right. Oh no. You know what? That's fine. Just pretend it is. Maybe they have like a fancy trash can too. And if I were the Sims team, building with the base game stuff, I would definitely put the fruit pictures. 100% they've got the fruit pictures in the kitchen. Maybe like a fruit bowl, paper towels. Yeah, that looks like the Landgraab kitchen. Okay. I don't remember if they had anything by the front door. I think, is it the Goth family that has like 2 of these by the door? I don't think it's the Landgraabs. I have not a clue what kind of tile they used. Absolutely no idea. I'm just gonna put the gray tile and maybe like 1 light. It's gotta be dark in here. That's a staple. Every EA build ever is just dark. Oh, I don't think that's right. I'm also pretty sure, I think that this bathroom does not have a shower. Maybe they did something weird and had like 3 mirrors or something. Oh, that doesn't work. At this point, I'm just trying to channel like the Sims team. What would they do? They would do this. Probably the most expensive toilet too, right? And the Sims team does weird things, like put the toilet paper above the toilet seat. That's what it looks like in the Realm of Magic house, and I'm never gonna let it go. So I think that seems right. I feel like this bathroom doesn't have a lot going on in it. Maybe they put like one of these or something. Upstairs, I think the hallway has nothing in it. I know that this bathroom has a tub, and I know that because I've used that tub before. When I've done like rags to riches challenge type stuff, I come here and like try and date one of the Landgraabs and then use their bathroom. So I am certain that they have a tub like right here in the corner. I think this bathroom is supposed to be a different size, and that's all that I remember about it, is the tub. I just know they have a tub. I think this one's got a tub too in a weird place like that. Oh, and they probably put like a wall light. Do you know what? I bet there's no ceiling light and there's just one wall light. The Sims team used to always do that in their like starter builds, the base game builds. I swear they have like a weird chair layout and a plant in the front of this area. I'm telling you, it looks like that. I don't think there's any furniture over here either. I think this patio is empty, and I think the balconies are empty too. Maybe they have a light, but I don't know where. Oh my god, this is so much harder than I thought. Okay, so in the bedrooms, this one is 100% the wrong shape. I just know that it is. I'm also pretty certain that they have a giant rug, so that's how I kind of know it's not right. I think that the room is supposed to be wider, but it's confusing to me because I don't really understand. Like, I don't think the kitchen is supposed to be wider. So I think the first floor is right, but I don't think the second floor is right. I know they have like a TV and a treadmill or something in front of it, and the bed is supposed to be over here. Oh, this is all messed up. Okay, I'll just go with what I have. Maybe like one of these beds in red. At this point, I have no idea what it's supposed to look like, and I'm just channeling what I think they would do. If I were the Sims team, what would I do? Art? Maybe some like funky lamps or something? No, that can't be right. I don't think that's right. I know that this bedroom definitely has a computer. Half the time when I come visit the Landgraab's house, they're here, like on this computer. So I know they have one. I think this room is like more green vibes. Maybe they have like a funky wallpaper. I don't think that's right. Oh, I wonder if this wallpaper is used anywhere inside, like as an accent. Oh, maybe I shouldn't do that. Oh, this room is way too big. This definitely cannot be right. I do not think that it's supposed to be this large. There's like so much open space right here. I'll give them the funky lamps too. Okay, and then last, upstairs, this weird little room. One thing I know for certain, they have 2 desks, and both those desks have this computer. I don't remember what kind of desk chair they have, but they definitely have 2 desks. I am positive about that. I think there's like some cabinets, maybe even like something like that. No, I don't think they have a TV up here, do they? I guess they might. I remember the lamp being kind of in the middle of the room, so maybe they had like a couch and then like a love seat like that. Maybe the lamp is next to it and there's like a big rug or something. Oh my god. I don't know. I feel like we've got a pretty good general idea of this. I think it's recognizable, obviously, as the Landgraab house, but as far as specifics go, I don't think I can do any better than this. I don't know. I have no clue, like, what I did wrong upstairs, and I don't remember, like, color scheme or decorations. I don't know, like, what paintings are on the wall. I just kind of have a picture in my head of where most of the furniture goes. I can't remember what the furniture is. And this lamp is supposed to be blue. I'm going back so I can make the lamp blue. Ooh. It's dark in here. Okay, this light, blue. Yeah, that looks right. Okay. Otherwise, I've got no idea. Absolutely no idea. So I'm gonna go around and I'm gonna take some screenshots of our builds. I'll get like some good floor plan pictures, just so we have a really good reference of what we've done here. I didn't put any windows on the sides. I don't think that's right either. They definitely have side windows. Oh no. Okay, well, maybe I could put some right now. I bet they have windows like around the whole top floor. I don't know though. I give up. Let's go back into a different save and look at the real house now and compare what we've done. I guarantee as soon as I open this, I'm gonna have like a, oh my god, I can't believe I forgot sort of moment. Okay, here we go. Oasis Springs. Oh, there's a second balcony. No! Yeah, I can already tell I'm missing some columns. I'm missing a lot of landscaping. There's windows I forgot about. Okay, let's go and see. Oh my god. Oh no. There's way more landscaping than I realized. Oh no. Okay, we had this part pretty accurate though. We got the color scheme right too, which I am relieved about because I was kind of scared that I had done it wrong. I was second guessing myself a lot. Okay, so the biggest things that are standing out to me, I think that my part like this is a little bit smaller and their column is like in the middle. I put mine on the edge. They used a different swatch of this fence and I didn't realize that the fence came all the way out. I think on mine the fence stops like right here. I definitely got the pathway kind of wrong, but the vibes are right. I also didn't put any terrain paint. I didn't even think about that. I didn't realize there are so many bushes and flowers. I guess now seeing it, it's like, oh yeah, duh, of course there is. I also did not put enough chairs and stuff in this area. I didn't realize there were so many. There's a picnic picnic table here. And look at that. Oh, and this is why my upstairs was the wrong shape. I didn't realize that it like extended this much farther out past the kitchen. So that makes sense. In the back, obviously the back is kind of messed up because we didn't have this part over here. Oh, and there's a fireplace. Okay, so I was right about the chairs. I had the grill color right. I missed out on this. I didn't have like enough stuff in the backyard. The landscaping looks so weird. Now that I'm seeing this and like seeing how the bushes are just around, it doesn't look very good. Yeah, I didn't put columns and I had the wrong fence. I'm seeing this now, it kind of makes sense, the fence that they used, but I used a glass one. Okay, let's actually go inside. So I sort of had the kind of right vibe. Oh, look at this. Remember how in the bathroom I had the 3 mirrors? They did have 3 mirrors somewhere. I just didn't know where. I had the right TV and I did the like thingy right. I also had this light here, but I did like a whole line of lights. I had the rug right in this area and there was 2 seating areas, but it wasn't a table. And they did have a chess table. I even talked about that, but I didn't put it. They also had bookshelves, but I put them like over here somehow. I don't know. My floor plan is different. They did have a wood floor. It's like a dark wood floor. The bathroom had wall lights like I talked about. We had the toilet in the corner right. I didn't notice they had this stack of 3 towels and the different wallpaper. They didn't have tile in the bathroom. Oh, weird. I've never noticed this wallpaper. So they have like some stone and then this weird tile wallpaper, kind of like a fake gallery wall. I think I had the shape of this part right. And then in the kitchen, I had like the general vibes right. I just didn't have the stuff in the right place. They also have a green door. They had a green door? Why? Why would you put a green door? Oh my god. Okay, upstairs, I had the staircases in the right place. They didn't actually have it open. In here, I had a computer in the right place. I had the bathroom kind of right. I think I used this gray tile, but I didn't have blue floor tile. They've got a green door here too, into the balcony. I knew the bathroom was like long and skinny. I didn't know where the stuff went. I also knew this bedroom kind of had green vibes, but I didn't know like what bed or anything. It looks like in this save, the Landgraabs have had a baby. This is Greta. Oh, good for you. Story progression is weird. And then on the other side, oh, I had the tub in the wrong place. I knew they had a tub. I had the wrong tile too. I also knew they had some sort of like gym thing and then a TV. And they had a huge bedroom with a huge rug. I didn't realize they had a computer in here. And then upstairs, embarrassingly enough, we had it totally wrong. I knew they had like a wall of cabinets. I didn't know it was bookshelves. I also had the wrong lamp and the lamp is red, not blue. All the walls are blue. I had the computers right though. And they've got this weird selection of pictures. I don't know. This is way different than I thought. I think I got like the general vibes right, but this is totally different. Oh, I also didn't even add this balcony. I just didn't have a balcony on this side. I didn't even notice that. This whole half is way smaller on my version. Wow, okay, well I actually didn't do that bad. Let me overlay some screenshots so you can see some before and afters. So here's what we built as the front of the house, and this is what the real front of the house looked like. Not the best, but you can see the different vibes. I knew like there were smaller windows on the left side, the right side had bigger windows. I remembered where the balconies go, kind of. So I knew a few things. It just wasn't perfect. So here's our version of the back of the house. And then the real version of the back of the house looks like this. The main differences here were obviously like the whole left side is missing. I totally do not have enough landscaping. I really didn't realize how much plants they had back here. I had kind of the general idea of seating. I knew that there was supposed to be a grill and stuff. I didn't put all of the seating though. We don't have a table. I missed the planter boxes. I definitely didn't put the fireplace, and our windows look completely different than this. The left and right sides of the house though honestly aren't that bad. So here's our left side, and this is the real one. So neither of them have windows. I didn't do like the stone wall thing though, so I'm kind of missing that part. On the other side, I kind of had the windows right. So here's what I built. And then on the real version, you can see I kind of had the windows right on the 3rd floor, but I didn't put any on the 2nd floor on this side, so that was wrong. And then when you actually go inside, obviously the furniture is a total and complete mess. So here's what we built with ours. We kind of had the vibes right. Like obviously I knew the general layout of the house. I knew there was 2 seating areas. I knew where the bathroom went and all of that, but I'm just missing a lot of things. So here's the real version. You can tell I had the living space all messed up. I kind of had the shape wrong too, so that threw me off, but everything was in the right place. I also didn't really remember what decorations they had, so there's like mirrors and wall art and some different wallpapers that I didn't use because I didn't know which ones to put. I was right about the wallpaper in the kitchen, which I'm actually really impressed by. I don't know why they used that, but I had it right. I also had the fridge and stove right, just in the wrong places. And I had the square island part right. I had the right light in there. They have the fruit pictures in there, which I used. The second floor is probably the messiest out of everything. The right side is just completely messed up. The room that has the gym equipment in, I totally had the wrong size of it, so it really threw everything off. I did use the right rug in there though, just the wrong color. So anyway, here's what we built, and then the real version looks like this. Totally different. We had the vibes. It has the ensuite. It's got, you know, the gym stuff. I was missing a balcony and a computer and all the colors and everything. And of course, it's the wrong shape. So big mess there. The stair landing is kind of a nothing. There's nothing in it really. And then the left side has 2 balconies. I had that right. I knew it had the computer. I didn't know that it had those rugs. So my left side is kind of all messed up and the bathrooms are all messed up. I also didn't put a baby in mine, but there's not really supposed to be a baby here. The Landgraabs in this safe just appear to have had one. And then on the 3rd floor, this room's not very big. I didn't do this right, like at all. I put a TV up there. There isn't one. I knew that it had some sort of wall of cabinets, but I didn't remember how it looked. I totally forgot it had an easel. The only memory I have of this room was just that it had colored lights and 2 computers. And I got that part, even if I got the color wrong. All things considered, I think we did okay with this. I know it was kind of a weird video to try and like rebuild a house from memory. After spending this much time thinking about the Landgraabs, I kind of want to renovate this house. So let me know if I should try that soon. The vibes are okay. I like the idea of like the kind of funky modern shape. It needs some help, especially in the back. It really needs some help. So hopefully you did enjoy watching this. I don't remember if the goth house one that I did was on YouTube or if it was for a Twitch stream, but I'm gonna try and find it and link it down below for you. And let me know if I should try this again. I feel like the Landgraabs and the goths are probably the most iconic ones that we could do, but there's some other pretty chaotic Sims houses like Judith Ward's house. I try not to think about it, but we could maybe give that one a shot sometime. And speaking of Twitch streams, I stream like every single day on Twitch, but this month we're raising money for the entire month of May for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. So if you want to come by and hang out with us, we have a lot of really fun streams planned. We've been doing a lot of building and like kind of chaotic sim stuff. I also restarted the 100 baby challenge. So if you want to watch that, I'll link my Twitch channel down below. And with that, I'm gonna catch you all tomorrow. Okay, bye everybody. Oh my god, I didn't even notice that Rick was behind me. If you saw the cardboard cutout laying on the floor and it alarmed you, I'm so sorry. That is Rick Astley, and I keep him there for my streams, but I forgot he was there right now. Hopefully I didn't scare you.